Students, today we are going to discussing about the concept related to classical economists. They are classical dichotomy, neutrality of money, money illusion, Pigou effect, real balance effect, laissez-faire, and voluntary unemployment. First, we move to discuss the concept classical dichotomy. What is classical dichotomy? Classical dichotomy is the term related to if there is any change in monetary variables do not affect real variables in the economy, and this relation is introduced by Patinkin in the year 1965. And I think all of you get what is classical dichotomy. According to the classical dichotomy, changes in monetary variables do not affect real variables like output, employment, and interest rate. Okay? And the next concept is related to neutrality of money. What is neutrality of money? Money is neutral when changes in the money stock lead only to changes in the price level and there is no change in the real variables of the economy. What is that? Money is neutral when changes in money stock lead only to changes in the price level and there is no change in the real variables of the economy. Here also we are going to discuss the concept related to classical dichotomy. The next concept related to the classical macroeconomics is that money illusion. What is money illusion? It is the concept is related to the economist Irving Fisher, and Irving Fisher introduced the concept money illusion after publishing his famous book Money Illusion in the year 1928. And money illusion is the situation where an individual associates money directly with its face value without considering its purchasing power. Okay, that is, if the workers subject to money illusion feel better when their money wages double, even though prices also double and their real wages remain constant. This is called money illusion. There is an illusion in between the face value and purchasing power of the money. Okay, and this is money illusion and it is related to the economist Irving Fisher. And the next concept is Pigou effect, and according to the concept of Pigou effect, the economy is working under deflationary situation. The economy's consumption function shifts up. That is called Pigou effect. What is that? The mechanism by which the consumption function shifts up is commonly called Pigou effect. Here we can say that Pigou effect is the concept related to the economist A.C. Pigou, and according to this concept, in deflationary situation, the economy's consumption level goes up. That is called Pigou effect. How this mechanism was happened in the economy, that is explained in the next point, that is, in the inflationary condition the economy face unemployment. When the unemployment level in the economy's wages are fall, and that leads to an overall reduction in price of the commodity, and this will lead to rise in real value of assets held by the individual. When overall reduction in prices of goods will lead to a rise in real value of asset held by the individual. In this situation, the individuals are save a small portion of their current income and spend more for consumption purposes, and this will also leads to full employment level in the economy through the production process. Okay, and this is called Pigou effect, and Pigou explained it in a deflationary situation of the economy, and also this Pigou effect is work only in goods and services market. And again, the next concept is related to real balance effect. What is real balance effect? This concept is related to the name Don Patinkin, and we are already said the one concept related to Patinkin, that is classical dichotomy, and here also Don Patinkin related to the real balance effect. The real balance effect is also same as the wealth effect, that is the impact of changes in the price level on consumption through changes in the real value of money holdings. Impact of changes in the price level on consumption through changes in the real value of money holdings. That is, here also the mechanism explained as when the economy facing demand deficiency, that will leads to a fall in prices. That is the meaning that increase the real value of money holdings, and that will increase the consumption expenditure of the individual, and this way the aggregate demand in the economy will increase and the economy can retain the full employment level. That is explained by Don Patinkin, and here Don Patinkin explained one point also, that is here the real balance effect is works under both goods and services market and also under bond market. Okay, and the next concept is laissez-faire, and laissez-faire is one of the important doctrine followed by the classical macroeconomist, and this laissez-faire is introduced by the physiocrats. Very long years ago, the physiocrats introduced the concept laissez-faire, and this is a French word, and the meaning of this word is leave us alone. Okay, from this meaning, the laissez-faire is explained as it is an economy without government intervention. It is the economy without government intervention. Here, the physiocrats give more importance to the private ownership. The private ownership can increase the economic growth in the economy. If there is any government intervention in the economy leads to unemployment situations. But if there is a private intervention or individual ownership of the economy, will leads to full employment condition, and the economy is always under the control of the market forces also. Okay, and this is the concept related to laissez-faire, and the last concept related to this topic is that the voluntary unemployment. What is voluntary unemployment? Voluntary unemployment is a situation where workers are unemployed because they are not willing to work at the prevailing market wage rate. Okay, voluntary unemployment is a situation where workers are unemployed because they are not willing to work at the prevailing market wage rate. Okay, and this voluntary unemployment can be happen with two important types of unemployment, that is structural unemployment and frictional unemployment. Structural unemployment is the result of structural decline of an industry, and frictional unemployment is the unemployment between jobs. Okay, these are all about the concepts related to the classical macroeconomics and classical economist, and these are all about the concept. Next.